court judge. You've been out there knocking on doors, seeing people. Tell everybody who and what about you.
Absolutely. Well, first, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today and to speak with everyone. I'm Destiny Alvarez. I'm running for judge right now. And first, this is a countywide race. So the election is August 18th. The polls are already open. And a little bit about who I am. I've always been called to service since a young age. And I went to the University of Florida, got my degree in economics, and then I went to law school there as well.
Wait, so you had a degree in economics?
Yes.
Then you decided to become a lawyer, or was that the plan the whole time?
It was always the plan. I felt it was necessary to get some business background, which has been very helpful, actually. I manage my firm's Miami office, GDC Law, which I think is a very good area as well.
I see that you've been supported, endorsed by police officers, firefighters, first responders, labor. Talk about that. There's a huge list. Talk about it.
Absolutely. So I've been very humbled during this campaign to receive a very broad coalition of support from the Police Benevolent Association for South Florida, the Fraternal Order of Police, the the Hispanic Police Officers Association, the South Florida Firefighters. I have been co-endorsed by our brave frontline workers as well, AFL-CIO. And SEIU, the healthcare workers at Jackson. So I have been very lucky, and I think that speaks a lot to really the campaign that I have run and also who I am. And it speaks a lot to the candidacy and the fact that there is such a broad support. A lot of times in these judge races, you'll see a lot of attorney support, which is great. And I've had that attorney support. But also now I have the community support, and it shows the type of campaign that I've run. Because at the end of the day, judges don't just serve attorneys. They serve the community at large. So I've made it very important part of my campaign to go out and meet everyone. And that's why I've been able to, I think, garner this support and that really believe in the type of judge that I will be.
You're right. You don't serve the attorneys or the lawyers. You serve the people of Miami-Dade County. What inspired you to run for circuit court?
Absolutely. So I have always been called to service, as I spoke a little bit about, and my husband jokes. So on our first date, he said that we would move back to Miami immediately, and I said that I was going to run for judge. This is something that I have always felt is a place that I can be extremely impactful. I'm an extremely hard worker in private practice, and I'm going to bring that to public service. I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity to be here. And I have a lot of energy, and I think that throughout this campaign, sometimes you hear, wait your turn in line and things along those lines. But if you have a hard worker, someone that is ready to serve, I think this is really important. I hope that I'm, inspirational for the next generation, and I'm really excited for this opportunity and bring some new change to the bench.
What experience do you have to be prepared for the bench? Having the business economic degree is really incredible because you can understand a lot of these lawsuits. But what experience do you think you have?
Absolutely. So I have a unique skill set. So a lot of our amazing judges, they come from a litigation background, which is great. And I have litigation experience. But not only do I have that, I also have management experience and transactional experience. So when I came to GDC Law, I actually started my legal career at a large Florida law firm. And then I moved to GDC Law. And it was really a transition time for our firm, and I was able to build that office back up. So not only hiring, but client development, bringing on new clients, and also, helping to really move our, cases forward in our firm as well. So this is experience that I think is directly, will directly be utilized in the court system as far as docket management, efficient rulings, and also too, our Miami office was historically known for banking law. And this was something that really was on the down when I came into the office. But it was not an area of law that I knew. So what I did is I taught myself that area of law. And then I worked to get our clientele back and get new clients as well. So really, representing outside lending institutions in their lines of credit and things along those lines over a certain financial threshold. So I was very proud of myself. And I think this shows a lot of the work ethic that I'll bring to the bench, because as judges, they get moved around a lot, whether it's to the criminal division, the civil division. And so being able to be a student of the law is something that's so important. I've done that in private practice. I have a lot of tenacity, and I'm ready to bring that to public service.
The average Joe or Jane thinks you're this judge and this is another. You move around. And
exactly.
And it's important to know everything. Tell me something that I'd be surprised to learn more about you, not in the legal world, but your personal life.
Absolutely. So my name, Destiny, it's very unique, and I don't really have a lot of time to talk about it. So thank you for this opportunity to kind of talk a little bit about.
I got all day.
Yeah, I love it. So Destiny it's a very inspirational story, so I love to share it. My mom, when she was pregnant with me, she did some testing, and the doctors told her that I would be born with a mental disability. But she decided to go through with the pregnancy. And when she got good news that I would be born healthy, she said that it was destiny. So very thankful.
Wow. Okay, so we know you play lawyer. Tell us what you do on your free time. Do you play volleyball? Do you skate? Do you run? Do you walk? Don't tell me you read books. What things about you?
Absolutely. Well, these days there's not much free time, but I will say
you do a lot of walking.
Yes, exactly. But anyone that has seen me on this campaign trail knows that I have a very supportive husband and family. So the biggest thing is spending time with my family. We also have a very sweet golden retriever. Her name is Liberty, which is actually the restaurant that my husband and I met at. Liberty, so we named her in Tallahassee. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I just love spending time with my family.
How big's your dog?
She's about 50 pounds.
Oh, she's a big one.
She is.
Wow.
Yeah, she's 2.5 years now.
How long have you had it?
About 2 years.
You had it as a puppy?
Yes, yes. She's wonderful. And so just spending time with my family and, making sure, we love to go to local restaurants as well. And
any certain local restaurants that you love? Are you a regular at?
There's one that we absolutely love on Miracle Mile. It's called La Hemeroteca. It's amazing. They import a lot of their food in, and it's like a Spanish-style tapas. So we love it, and we like to sit outside as well. So kind of get some fresh air.
Where's your favorite breakfast place?
It is called Bistro Cafe. I don't know. Have you ever been there?
Go ahead.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
I work hard to maintain this body fat level. I've been to almost every restaurant.
So Miami we have an incredible restaurant scene here and food scene. I think there's a bunch of restaurants, but that is the first one that comes to mind that I love.
Okay. What should litigator's attorney expect from you when they walk into your courtroom?
Quite a few things. Number one is respect. Anyone that walks through the courtroom doors, usually, unless it's an attorney, it's not your best day. You don't necessarily want to be there. And so I think making sure that everyone has their day in court, that they are heard, but also efficient rulings. It is very important that we are able to get these cases moving. I am a hard worker, like I said. I'm going to bring that to public service and ensure that, everyone has their day in court, that they have efficient rulings, and that they have a judge that's willing to work hard no matter what. And that is exactly what I will do.
You have a campaign theme. Talk about that.
Character, integrity, and fairness. Not only does that represent my values, but it represents the values that I plan to bring to the courtroom. And I think it's very important that we have judges that uphold those values, and I look forward to that opportunity.
Okay, so I'm about to vote. What's the most important thing the voters need to know about you?
The most important thing they need to know is that I'm a hard worker. I have experience. I have made it a cornerstone of my campaign to make sure that I will be serving every aspect of Miami-Dade County and the community at large. I hope that I can, I humbly ask for your vote as well as all of Miami's vote. I think it's time for some energy, someone with a lot of tenacity, and someone that, has not only litigation experience, but management experience and some transactional experience. I'm really excited for this opportunity.
You say management is so important. You run a law firm. You just can't be an attorney and get into a judgeship because it's not like that. You manage a team.
Yep.
You have bailiffs. You have clerks. You handle. It's a tough job. It's not just ruling. That's just part of being a judge. Is the ruling. It's everything else to make it happen. Okay. We're right in the middle of the midst of voting. There's early voting going on. There's voting. It's a very exciting time for the United States of America. What's your punch number? Is it punch?
Yes. We're ballot number 125. And as you mentioned, the polls are open from 11 to 7 this week. On the weekends, it'll be 8 to 4. Early voting is up until August 16th. And then, of course, Election Day is August 18th.
I happen to like voting on election day. I really shouldn't. You really should do early voting. The best thing to do early vote. I'm just one of these guys. I don't know. I like waiting in line. I want to wait in line like I've done for, 51 years. I've been doing it, voting. Yeah, 51 years. But I'm excited for you. Best of luck. If you have any questions, what's your webpage?
DestinyAlvarezforJudge.com.